Hello, one and all, and welcome to the conclusion of Season 9 of the Ssbl. Tonight, we will crown a champion. Who will it be? Will it be the Wildcats for the first time in their franchise history? Or can the Retrievers do the unprecedented and win back-to-back titles here in Season 9? Sandy Bash starts off game number 5 with a walk. And we're underway here in game 5, tied up in the Super Series, 2 games apiece. It's a best of 3 tonight for the right to call yourselves champions. And we're back to the starters, Hayner and Beef Boy. That's going to be a strikeout for Hayner, one away. So 1 on, 1 out here early. Joshua Durr to the plate. Fouls off another. That's a strikeout swinging. So back-to-back Ks after the leadoff walk. 2 down. And Bash slugging into the plate. And Sluggington into right. Back it goes. That one is at the wall. It's over the head of Slowitz, and it's gone. Bash Sluggington with his 3rd home run of the series, and the Wildcats take a 2-0 lead here in the top of the 1st. A strikeout to end the inning for Hayner, but a similar start to game 5 that we saw in game 1. Home run in the 1st inning for the Wildcats. And Beef Boy instantly pitching with the lead. Can't ask for much more for the Wildcats. And Boy starts things off with the strikeout of McHenry, 1 away. So Sluggington had a home run in game 1, had a home run in game 3, and also had a different one robbed. Remember that Barry Buns play. He would have had 2 in game 3 otherwise. And now here in game 5. That's a ground out to Sluggington for out number 2, and that brings up Maggie Slowitz. Had a read on that ball into right field, but just over her head. And the rest is history. Oops, I have the score on the wrong side. Grounded to Bash, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Beef Boy, and the Wildcats will go top of the 2nd here. Longshanks, Milan, and Love due up. Hayner starting off the inning tense after the home run. Back in game 1, he lasted 6 innings, did give up 4 earned runs off of 2 home runs. This one into right, but a little bit too much air under it, and Blanco Jr. will make the catch there for out number 1. That one's hit well into right. This one's deep enough, and that one is gone! A solo shot makes it 3-0, 420 feet into right field. AC Milan with her 2nd home run of the series. Wildcats going back, playing long ball here to start off game 5. Elena Love strikes out swinging. Hayner's 4th strikeout of the game. And a swing and a miss from Someday ends the inning, but another run on the board for the Wildcats. They lead 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second.
The left fielder, number 25.
And a strikeout there of Barry Buns. He was caught looking. Strikeout number 2 there for Boy. 1 away here to start off the bottom of the second. That's up the middle. Easy play there for Bash for out number 2. Round to the third, Milan is there in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the third. Top of the order due up here for the Wildcats.
The second baseman, number 9. That's low.
Round to the third, McSorley up with it. In time for out number 1. That one to Ferrari for out number 2. And to Joshua Durr, who's come alive in the later games last night. Game 3 had 2 doubles, a home run, 3 RBIs, and Game 4 went 2 for 5. Swing and miss there, 2-2 the count. And that one's over the glove of Ferrari, gets put into left center, rolls all the way to the wall, and Joshua Durr will have himself another double. And here is Bash Sluggington, a 2-run shot that started off the score in here. And that one is through left side. But Durr will only advance to third, so it's runners at the corners, 2 outs here for Bobby Jimbo with RBI man active. Wildcats could take a statement lead here early. Maybe even chase Hayner out of the game even earlier. Already pegged for 3 earned runs. 2-2 the count. Up the middle, that's going to be a base hit off the glove of Ferrari, and it doesn't matter. 4-0 Wildcats.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 8.
First earned run off of Hayner that isn't a home run this series.
Ball, that's low. Nope, that's inside.
It's 2 on, 2 out now for Henry Longshanks. Both runners were going, but it's fouled off. And strike 3 called. The 6th strikeout for Hayner, but he is yet to put up a 0 on the scoreboard. It's 4-0 going into the bottom of the third. Retrievers offense has got to find an answer here, and they have to do it against a locked-in Beef Boy. Swing and a miss. And Boy starts things off with a strikeout here to start the bottom of the third. 3 Ks under his belt so far. To go with, he only had 3 Ks in the first game, but still went 6 fairly strong innings, 3 earned runs, no earned runs, excuse me. And here's Honey Bear with 2 away now. 1-2. Dribbler. Beef Boy comes off the mound, throws it to first in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the fourth, 4-0 in favor of the Wildcats. AC Milan, Elena Love,
The third baseman.
and Someday due up. Grounded to Ferrari, backhanded, in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 6. Ball, that's low. Nope, inside. Foul ball.
That one is in foul territory, trending towards the seats.
He's out.
Oh, and it won't quite get there. Buns against the wall, makes the catch in foul territory. Round number 2. I'll bring up Someday. And grounded to McHenry. And he'll take it himself for out number 3. A 0 up on the board for the first time here in Game 5 for the Wildcats. We'll go bottom 4th. It's the top of the order due up for the Retrievers.
Number 10. That's low. Foul ball.
1-2 the count here to Harold McHenry. Slow roller, Sandy Bash scoops it. Throws in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 55.
That one's hit well down into the gap, and that will roll to the wall. Extra bases here for Sammy Ferrari. She's going for third and will get there. So a 1-out triple for Ferrari.
Fielder, number 14.
She's now 90 feet away for the Retrievers' first run of the game. Slow grounder to first. Sluggington will take it himself, and that'll allow the run to score.
Left fielder, number 25. Low.
So a sacrifice for Slowitz makes it a 4-1 ball game.
Ball, that's outside.
Finally able to get to Beef Boy.
Ball 4.
That triple by Ferrari was their first hit of the game.
The designated hitter, number
And now Barry Buns aboard with Nunez to the plate. Nunez through the left side to the infield. And it's 2 on, 2 out here for the Retrievers. And Mojo down for Beef Boy.
center fielder, number 38.
Some decent speed at second in Buns. But that's grounded right to Bash in time for out number 3. And the Retrievers leave a pair stranded but do get on the board. Makes it a 4-1 ball game as we go to the top of the 5th and the top of the order due up for the Wildcats. Hayner has managed his way back to neutral on the Mojo. Pitch count isn't horrendous considering all things. That's another strikeout. Another surprising metric on the night. Hayner has 7 strikeouts to Beef Boy's 3. But yet the Wildcats have a 3-run advantage here in Game 5.
That's down.
3-1 the count here to Jackson Moore. Fouls it off to make the count full. Swing and a miss. Make it 8 Ks now for Hayner.
No, that's low.
2-2. Slow roller up the middle. Dickerson makes it in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. And it's 7, 8, 9 due up for the Retrievers. The bottom of the order here.
The second baseman, number 40.
And a fairly quiet part of the order this series, but Dickerson did have probably what stands out to be one of the bigger plays of the series, at least so far. She tied up Game 4 at 2 apiece with a 2-run RBI double in the bottom of the 8th inning. But she strikes out looking there. Beef Boy's fourth on the night. Boy back to locked in here, facing McSorley. That one is cranked into center field. Holy cow, Trace McSorley, and makes it 4-2. ...443 feet into center field. And the deficit's now 2.
Number 37.
And Beef Boy no longer locked in. And swing and a miss. Beef Boy bounces back with the strikeout. 2 down now, back to the top of the order, Harold McHenry. McHenry puts a charge in this one, floating towards left center. Back it goes, and it's gone! And it's 4-3 now, 410 feet. 2 home runs here in the inning for the Retrievers, and it's a 1-run ball game. That one's also hit into the deeper part of the park, but dies at the track for out number 3. And it's a 1-run ball game as we go to the top of the 6th, 4-3 here in game 5. 4, 5, 6 due up here for the Wildcats. Sorley with the catch there. Here's a bit of a fun fact for you. Beef Boy in the regular season gave up 1 home run all year in 26 innings pitched. Just gave up 2 that half inning. Strikeout number 9 for Hainer, 2 down. Oh, and Hainer gets the pole. In comes Grogu. Did give up a home run. Oh, and once again, the fielding of McSorley at third being a bit questionable. An awkward play there in general. Really should have been easy for him, but he mistimes the jump. It eats him up, and it gets all the way past him into the corner. It's a grounder to Dickerson, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't come back to haunt the Retrievers. And we go to the bottom of the 6th now, and it's Slowitz, Buns, and Nunez due up.
The right fielder, number 14. No, that's low.
That one, Bash makes it over in time for out number 1. One down, Barry Buns to the plate. Jeff out activated here for Buns, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 now for Boy. Two-way here for Ramen Nunez. Full count here. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks sends us to the top of the 7th. 8-9-1 due up for the Wildcats. That one back up the middle. Goo couldn't scoop it. But Ferrari backs it up nicely in time for out number one.
Ball, that's outside. That's low.
2-2 the count. K-Man activates for Goo.
Ball high.
Someday doesn't chase high. Oh, but strike free called, and Day will sit down looking.
Number 9.
Sandy Bash down the right field line, hook and foul. And actually will stay in play, and Slowitz makes the catch for out number 3, and will go to the bottom of the 7th. And it's Blanco Jr., Barbara Dickerson, and Trace McSorley due up.
Fielder, number 38. Ball outside.
1-2 the count here to Blanco Jr. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Boys starting to really heat up now here in the back few innings. I believe that's 3 straight strikeouts, as his count is up now to 8.
No, that's inside.
That swung on, a floater to Bash. He makes the catch for out number 2. And here is Trace McSorley. Hit the first of the 2 home runs. Back in the bottom of the 5th. Down a few off here. Beef Boy approaching 100 pitches, but gets the strikeout there to end the inning. Top of the 8th we go, still just a 1-run game. And a game to determine who will be 1 win away from the championship here in Season 9 of the SSBL. Top of the 8th, Jackson Moore, the 4th to lead us off here. 0 for 3 here in Game 5. Hasn't had much of a remarkable outing here in the Super Series. Only thing I have of note for him this series is 2 for 4 in Game number 2. But other than that, he's been relatively quiet. Full count here. And he draws the walk, though, so a leadoff runner aboard here for the Wildcats, seeing if they can get a bit of insurance across. Joshua Durr now to the plate. 1 for 3 today with a double. Pops it up, foul territory. Easy play here for Bear. Makes a catch for out number 1. And brings up the big man here, Bash Sluggington. Already slugged one here in Game 5. Rounds that one to McSorley. He makes the catch for out number 2. Catches off his shoe tops. 2 down now. Bobby Jimbo to the plate. His RBI single is the difference in this game so far. And he strikes out, swinging in the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-1-2 due up for the Retrievers. And Beef Boy will start off the bottom of the 8th on the mound. That one a grounder to Milan. Throws in time for out number 1. We'll go back to the top of the order. And Boy stays in. He's seen serious in, I think, every game this series. And he's been, I think, the first man out just about every time. That's up the middle, off the mound. And McHenry is aboard. And the tying run is on base. And it's Mahoney who comes out first here in Game 5. He was the first man out primarily in the conference finals. That's a grounder up the middle. Love to Bash. And Bash to Sluggington, but can't quite turn 2. Beats it out by a step. Allows Slowitz to come up to the plate. 1 on, 2 out here. Bottom of the 8th, still just a 1-run game. Runner going to throw down to second is not in time, and the tying run in scoring position.
No, that's high.
Now it's high and inside, 2-2 the count.
No,
Inside count is full. Oh, strike three called! And Slowitz can't believe it. Top of the ninth we go, 4-3 your score, 6-7-8 due up for the Wildcats. That one's hit into right at Slowitz to make the catch for out number one.
the third baseman, number 17. Ball high.
Fouled off by Milan, 2-1 the count. That one's caught by McSorley for out number two. And I'll bring up Elena Love. Takes first pitch, strike.
No, that's low.
Fouls off another 1-2 the count here from Grogu. He's locked in 3 innings of relief, has clipped the Wildcats quiet, and the strikeout will send us to the bottom of the ninth. 1 to tie, 2 to win, 4, 5, 6 due up for the Retrievers, and none other than Barry Buns leading things off. The regular season MVP for the Heroic has not had quite a remarkable postseason, but that could change here with one swing of the bat. Poked into left. That one is going to get down over the head of Jimbo, off the wall, and that will be a leadoff double. The tying run in scoring position, Ramen Nunez to the plate. First pitch swinging, fouls it off, and it gets out of play. That one's popped up into left. This one an easier play here for Jimbo. He makes the catch for out number one, and Buns has to stay put at second. So 1 on, 1 out now for Dale Blanco Jr. Pressure mounting here in the bottom of the ninth. Wildcats holding on to a 1-run lead. That one's through the right side of the infield, into right. Joshua Durr throws it in quickly, though, and it's runners at the corners. And Barbara Dickerson will get pulled in favor of French Tater, the hero from Game 4. Can he do it again? Tying run 90 feet away. Pressure maxed out here. Inside 2-1. That one's hit into right center. It's a diving attempt by Durr, but it's past him. It rolls to the wall. Runners go around third, head for home. French Tater has done it again. French Tater, another walk-off here, this time in Game 5. A walk-off 2-run RBI double, and the Retrievers take it 5-4. The legend of French Tater, another pinch hit walk-off. Holy cow. Another good game for Sluggington goes by the wayside. Only Wildcat with multiple hits, didn't have any strikeouts. Jimbo, 3 Ks on the game. Then on the flip side, McHenry, 2 for 4. He's the only one with multiple hits. Both teams over double-digit strikeouts. Boy, and no decision. You go 7.1, 3 earned. 9 Ks, 2 home runs. Loss goes to Mahoney. The win goes to Grogu. French Tater does it again, but isn't even on the board. Bash Leggington, Beef Boy, and Harold McHenry are your MVPs. And the Retrievers will take a 3-2 series lead as we go back to Bengata. Game number 6, a do-or-die game now for the Wildcats. Will be coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL on Twitch. And here we go. Game 6 of the Super Series. The Retrievers 1 win away from defending their title and being the first team in the league to win 2 championships. Anti-Jar versus Zelda Narwhal, and we are underway here in the Bengata Bowl. And Anti-Jar starts things off with a strikeout.
The shortstop, number 55.
Last time out for Jar, it was not pleasant. 5 2/3, 4 earned runs, 2 home runs given up, just 4 strikeouts, 3 walks given up. But on the flip side for Narwhal, she got the win, and Jar was credited for the loss. Narwhal went 7 1/3, 8 strikeouts of her own. But Jar off to a much better start, getting 2 strikeouts here early. Now 3-0 here to Slowitz. Slowitz had a home run that started things off in game 2. Last game these 2 pitchers started in. Swing and a miss. Anti-Jar strikes out the side, and we're going to the bottom of the first.
Second baseman, number
Let's see what Zelda Narwhal's got in the tank. That one's fouled off. 1-2 the count. Popped up. Foul territory. McHenry is under it. And the catch is made for out number 1.
now back, the designated hitter, number 19.
McHenry does it himself for out number 2.
The right
That one's a floater, and that one's down into left. Joshua Durr with a base hit to continue the bottom of the first here. And here is Bash Sluggington. 3-1 the count here to Sluggington. Takes strike two, full count. Runner will go. And that is a walk. So back-to-back runners reach. RBI man active here for Jimbo. And an opportunity here early for the Wildcats. Two 2-1 here to Jimbo. Fouls it off 2-2. Zelda already over 20 pitches here. Swing and a miss! A huge strikeout to end the inning for Narwhal. And we'll go to the top of the second. Barry Buns, 1 and 2 the count. Tough out activates. Grounded to Bash in time for out number 1. That one is foul. Well hit there by Nunez. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And in the dirt. Someday has to track it down, but gets it first in time for out number 2. That's strikeout number 4 here for Jar. That's up the middle. Oh! Muffed by Bash, but she stays with it. Gets first in time for out number 3. And we'll go into the bottom of the second. Longshanks Milan and Elena Love due up. Sorley with a snag there for out number 1. That's a strikeout for Narwhal. Her second and the second out of the inning. And strikeout number 3 sends us to the top of the third. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Retrievers here. That one tucked inside the line, just past the diving glove of Sluggington. That rolls into right field, and that'll be a leadoff double for the Retrievers. Dickerson leads things off here in the top of the third with a double. First hit of the game here for the Retrievers. That one's a floater into the gap. That one's down in front of Longshanks. And the runner will round third, head for home, and the Retrievers take a 1-0 lead. That one on the line, down the left field line. Jimbo makes the catch for out number 1. Brings us back to the top of the order, Harold McHenry. Anti-Jar no longer locked in. She snuck up there for a bit. Now that one's fair over the bag, and another one trickles into left field. Jimbo tracks it down, but runners will be at the corners. And just one away here, Sammy Ferrari to the plate. Runners going, but fouled off. 1-2 the count here to Ferrari. Another one fouled off. And that one is going to get down. Another run will score. Makes it 2-0 Retrievers. Runner headed to third. The throw not in time. Still only one out. Runners back on the corners. Maggie Slowitz at the plate. Swinging the miss there, 1-2. Floater into center field. Longshanks is there to make the catch. They'll test the arm. Throw home is not going to be in time. And Slowitz with another sacrifice. Makes it 3-0 here in the top of the third. Anti-Jar goes from locked in to tense in the matter of this half inning. Gave up 4 hits all this inning, 3 earned runs. After striking out 4 of the first 6 batters she faced, and gives up the walk to Buns. The night and day difference between these two young players we see for the Wildcats leading their pitching staff. Beef Boy able to handle the bright lights, but Anti-Jar is another story, at least so far. That one gets by Day, excuse me, and 2 runners now in scoring position here for Robin Nunez. Grounded to short, Lena Love up with the throw in time for out number 3. And Jar stems the bleeding, but a 3 spot in the top of the third for the Retrievers. We go bottom half, 9-1-2 due up for the Wildcats. See if the Wildcats can get their offense kick-started here. Gotta have this game. Oh, Trace McSorley says not on my watch. The best defensive play he's made this series. Takes a hit away from Someday. And gets Zelda Narwhal to locked in. And that's a strikeout, number 4 on the night for Narwhal. 2 away here, Jackson Moore the 4th to the plate. Full count. Swing and a miss. And we go to the top of the 4th, still 3-0. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Retrievers. Sluggington with the nice leaping catch there for out number 1. Jar with a nice snag up the middle. Gets to Sluggington for out number 2. Hit well, but that is right of the foul pole. Swing and miss there. 1-2 the count. Slow roller. Bash gets it in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Durr, Sluggington, and Bobby Jimbo due up.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 12.
And Narwhal picking up right where she left off from game 2. Already up to 5 strikeouts here in the bottom of the fourth. Had 8 through 7 1/3 last time. And in her game against the Gauchos, racked up 8 in that game through 6 1/3. I'll be a base hit into center, so 1 on, 1 out here. Sluggington is aboard. I'll bring up Bobby Jimbo.
Fielder, number 7.
That one into left, but just will fall foul. 1-2 the count to Jimbo. Oh, a swing and a miss way out in front of that one.
The center fielder, number
2 down now. Henry Longshanks to the plate. And back-to-back K sends us to the top of the 5th. Retriever still holding on to a 3-0 lead. 9-1-2 due up.
the catcher, number 37.
That one's foul. 1-2 the count here to Honey Bear. Inside 2-2. Breaks his bat, pops it up someday. They'll make the catch for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 10.
That one's skied into center field. Longshanks will be there. And he'll make the catch for out number 2.
The shortstop, number 55.
And a strikeout there makes it Jar's 5th. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. And it's 7-8-9 due up for the Wildcats. Got to try and get some offense going here. Try and break through on Narwhal. Zelda's done a good job keeping the Wildcats quiet here so far. Just 2 hits and a walk here through 4. Henry takes it himself for out number 1. I'll bring up Elena Love. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 for Narwhal.
Number 26.
And right back to Narwhal. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Top of the 6th we go.
Now back, the right fielder, number 14.
Grounded to the left side. Love from deep in the hole. Flips it to first in time. Nice play by Love. 1 away.
Fielder, number 25.
Another floater. Love makes the catch there.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 47.
And right to Sluggington for out number 3, and we're to the bottom of the 6th now.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 9.
Back to Narwhal in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number
3-1 here to Jackson Moore. And Moore will draw a walk.
19. The right fielder, number 12.
1 on, 1 out now here for the Wildcats at the bottom of the 6th. Joshua Durup as one of the 2 hits off of Narwhal here in game 6. Swing and a miss there, 2-1. That one into center field, but Blanco Jr. tracks it down for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
Strike 2 called, 1-2 the count here to Bash. Checks his swing here, 2-2. Full count, runners going. Slugging and fouling off a few here. Narwhal up to 85 pitches here. In the dirt, ball 4, and another walk drawn. And Bobby Jimbo comes up to the plate with RBI man active here. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 6th here in a 3-0 game here in game 6. Retrievers leading the series 3-2. Popped up into right. A floater here for Slowitz, and she makes the catch round number 3. Top of the 7th. Blanco Jr., Barbara Dickerson, and Trace McSorley due up.
The center fielder, number 38.
Grounded to second. Bash is there in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 40.
And that will do it for Jar. In comes Tiberius Arcerius. D-man activates for Sirius here. And that one is cranked into right. Barbara Dickerson. A solo shot makes it 4-0.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 47.
So Sirius comes to the game and gives off a home run to the first batter he faces. 2-2 now here to Trace McSorley. Swing and a miss. 2 down now, Honey Bear to the plate. Popped it up. Under it is Love, and she will make the catch round number 3. Bottom of the 7th, time starting to run a bit thin here for the Wildcats. Trailing by 4 with the season on the line. Gotta get something started here offensively. Longshanks putting in a fight here, but strikes out looking. Strikeout number 9 for Narwhal. She is on fire. That one's hit up the middle, and that will be a base hit. And right back down for Narwhal. That might do it for her. She's close to 100. And that will do it. Jorge Watzke comes into the game. 1 on, 1 out. Grounded to McHenry, and he steps on first for the unassisted Dragon Special. Snagged it out of the air and tagged up the runner. And we're going to the top of the 8th. That one truly grounded to first. Sluggington will take it himself for out number 1. Up the middle, out of the range of Love, and that will be a base hit. And Slowitz puts one down into left. 2 on, only 1 out here for the Retrievers in the top of the 8th. The mojo down here for Sirius. Might be the worst outing he's had so far in this series. Heyman versus Tough out here. 0-2 to Barry Buns. Makes it 2-2. Outruns full. Swing and a miss. Clutch strikeout there, 2 away now. And Nunez comes to the plate. Grounded to short, Lane of Love with the backhand, the throw in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-1-2 due up for the Wildcats here. You know, the biggest butterfly effect of this series is Ramen Nunez returning from injury, allowing French Tater to come off the bench to pinch hit. That one's up the middle, out of the range of Ferrari, and that'll lead a leadoff single for the Wildcats. Wonder if they pull someday for a pinch runner. Nope, she stays put at first, so 1 on. Nobody out. Sandy Bash tints 0 for 3 here. Pops it up, foul territory. McSorley tracks it down for out number 1. Brings us to Jackson Moore, the 4th. A floater, and that will be caught by Ferrari for out number 2. Left side infield, deep in the hole. Ferrari, she goes to second, can't get the out, and everyone is safe. And it's 2 on, 2 out. Bash Sluggington to the plate. He's been pretty solid on offense for the Wildcats this series. They need him in the worst way possible here in the bottom of the 8th. 3-0 the count to Sluggington, composed on Watzke. And that's a 4-pitch walk. The bases are loaded. And it'll be Bobby Jimbo, RBI man, coming to the plate. 1 swing could tie us up here in Game 6. Jimbo stays in despite being tense. Swing and a miss. Fouled back, 0-2. Swing and a miss! Jimbo strikes out swinging. Bear steps on the plate for the drop 3rd strike. And the Wildcats leave the bases loaded. And we go on to the top of the 9th. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Retrievers here. Two, two. Full count. Diving stop by Bash, round number 1. And Sirius will come in for Gorgug Thistlesprig. That'd be the first appearance he's made all postseason, because I think he was tucked away as SP4 in the series against the Unicorns. And he gets the strikeout for out number 2 and brings up Trace McSorley. Ground to the third. Sluggington will take it himself for out number 3 and will head to the bottom of the 9th. It all comes down to this. Retrievers 3 outs away from defending their title. Wildcats have to have 4. 6, 7, 8 due up in the order. Oh, a hot shot down the third base line, and McSorley can't handle it. It rolls into left field, and that's a leadoff single for the Wildcats.
Now back, the third baseman, number 17.
2-1 the count here to AC Milan. Fouls that one off, 2-2. Doesn't chase, count runs full, composed on Watsky. Grounded to short, Ferrari, to Dickerson for 1, to first, a Dragon special! And the last chance for the Wildcats, Elena Love to the plate. Down to their last strike. Swing and a miss! The Retrievers have defended their title and have gone back to back! Congratulations to Puppet, the first team in the league to have 2 Super Series titles. And a 4-0 win here in Game 6 solidifies their championship. 7 hits here in Game 6 for the Retrievers. Ferrari going 2 for 4. Dickerson going 2 for 4 with a home run. 6 hits for the Wildcats, a pair from Durr. Narwhal gets the win. No earned through 6 1/3, 9 strikeouts. And Watsky goes the rest of the way, 2 2/3. Loss goes to Jar. She just had that one bad inning, 3 earned through 6 1/3, struck out 5. Sirius and Thistlesprig went the rest of the way, giving up 1 combined. MVPs in this game, Narwhal, Dickerson, and Bash Sluggington. And so I will pose to y'all this question. Who deserves the Super Series MVP? Zelda Narwhal, who combined in the Super Series for 13.2 innings, no earned runs, and 17 strikeouts, or Judd French, French Tater with 2 walk-off hits in games 4 and games 5. I think I personally have to lean towards Zelda Narwhal. That's just a dominant performance, especially against the Wildcats here. No earned runs in 2 games started in the Super Series. Sorry, you see the name French, and you jump to conclusions in this league. And especially since he didn't do anything as a starter in the first 2 games. And I think that will do it. The poll will close, but I think Narwhal has a lead that won't be defeated, and Zelda Narwhal will be crowned your Super Series MVP as the Retrievers go back-to-back in Season 8 and now Season 9. Once again, congratulations to Puppet, back-to-back titles, the first team in league history with even 2 championships. And once again, hats off, though, to Aggie. A fantastic season for the Wildcats nonetheless. Just falling a bit short here in the Super Series. Well, that will do it for Season 9, everyone. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for tuning in and having just this league in general. It's just an amazing amount of fun, and being able to do this and have fun being a broadcaster with you guys, it's fantastic. Well, until next time, everyone, I'll see you all later. Have a good night, everyone. And here's to Season 10.